One of the hardest parts about growth isn't actually changing. It is realizing that as you're going through the process of your own transformation, the people around you may still relate to the old version of you, and that can feel confusing, lonely, and sometimes even painful. That is what we are going to be talking about today. Welcome to Infinite You, Beautiful Souls. I'm DrSheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, intuitive empowerment guide, and soul-led success coach. And on Infinite You, I help you shift the inner patterns and beliefs that are currently shaping your life so you can consciously create and attract the reality you actually want to experience from a new program, a new story, a new set of beliefs, wherever you are going on your transformation journey. And if this kind of message resonates with you, I would love for you to hit subscribe, but let's dive right in. I've experienced this so many times in my own life, too many times to even count. And I've seen it over and over with the women that I work with. You start changing internally. You think differently. You make different choices. Your energy shifts. But then something surprising happens. People still talk to you like you're the old version of yourself. They expect the same reactions, the same patterns, the same role you used to play, which is huge. And suddenly you feel this tension between who you were and who you are becoming, right? You just want to like wave a flag and say like, hey, I'm not that girl anymore. So here's what's important to understand. Human relationships are built on familiarity. So people don't just relate to you, they relate to the idea of you. And that idea is based on past pattern, past behaviors, past conversations, past energy, right? Past vibration. So, we're vibrational beings. That's a part of it too. Our aura, the energy that we're putting on very much is a part of that. So when your inner reality begins to shift and you're in this growth phase, transformation phase, new you phase, breakthrough phase that is normal, amazing, powerful, and expansive, your external relationships often take time to catch up. Not because anyone is wrong, but because change takes time to be recognized. And when you begin shifting internally, when you become more aligned with who you truly are, something powerful really happens. You start letting go of limits. You stop fighting yourself. And naturally, you become more energetically coherent. Your energy stabilizes. Your vibration rises. You feel lighter. You feel more joyful. You feel more excited about life, excited about who you're becoming, excited about the choices that you're making. And this is where things can feel really confusing because people who know the old you often notice the shift and they wonder, oh my God, what changed? And sometimes they'll directly ask. And sometimes the energy feels more subtle, like discomfort or resistance. And sometimes, consciously or unconsciously, the reaction feels like, who do you think you are? Not because people are bad or trying to hold you back, although I do think sometimes people try to hold you back. I'm fully aware of that in my own personal experience. But because your alignment, your certainty, your growth, and your excitement about your life unfolding can feel comforting to somewhat, not comforting, confronting to someone else who is still identified with the older version of you and of themselves. So your new energy reflects possibility. And while some people feel inspired by that, other people will feel uncomfortable, unnerved, insecure. And that is a very normal part of growth because when you are shifting internally, your reality, including relationships, begin reorganizing around who you are now. And this is where so many people begin to shrink. they go back to familiar patterns just to keep harmony. They absolutely question themselves, right? Or even question, think about this, when you're feeling like high vibe, joyful, super happy, excited about your life, you're in that space, and people can, definitely consciously or unconsciously, like I mentioned, try to take you down a couple of notches. But real transformation, remember, asks for something different. It asks you to stay aligned with yourself, with the truth of who you are, your inner essence, even while life is recalibrating around you. So you don't have to force anyone to understand your growth. You don't have to explain every change. Often the most powerful thing that you can do is simply embody the new version of yourself consistently, confidently, authentically. And over time, relationships will evolve with you, or they will create space for something more aligned. So ask yourself today, where am I trying to be the old version of me just to keep others comfortable? This really matters. And what would it feel like to stay rooted in who you are becoming instead? And this is definitely the kind of inner shift that we explore on this channel, learning how to stay aligned, how to shift your old programming into what is much more true for you, much more real for you, much more reflective of your soul, your inner essence, your superconscious mind. So you can create the reality in a really powerful, conscious, intentional way that you know that you want to experience. So go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, definitely comment. Let me know where you are in your journey. And if you want some deeper support, for sure, join my free newsletter. I put it out every week. I will not inundate your mailbox, just to give you some insight, some tips, some support. And then definitely, if I've got a new really great offer out right now, I invite you, if you are so inclined, to join my Infinite You community in the school platform. This is really the place where you can, if you're on the edge of that awareness, the beginning of whatever transformation you are in right now on your journey, this is a really great place for women who are consciously evolving to lose limits, consciously create, feel more aligned with the essence of who they are so they can manifest the life and the dreams and the desires that they have in their vision, their mind's eye, so to speak. So I will put the links down below for both my newsletter and my Infinite You membership. Remember, growth doesn't mean that you leave people behind. It means you stop leaving yourself behind. And sometimes the bravest thing that you can do is to allow your life to reorganize around the truth of who you are now. So stay with yourself, and I will see you all next time, beautiful souls. Namaste.